Okay, now we're joined by Inter Miami head coach Phil Neville. Get started with opening remarks.
Yeah, it was a brilliant game. Both sides were playing the top team in the top team in the conference. And I think we were playing up against probably the best player, individual player in the conference, probably in Gil. I think for the last 2 or 3 years, he's probably been the best player that I've seen. And I thought before the game that if we stopped him, we'd stop probably New England. And we tried, but he's that good a player. He ended up drifting out wide, which was a good thing. But the spirit and the togetherness and the fight that the boys are showing is really good. I'm really proud of every single one of them in the squad. We're going to need every single one of them, and we've invested in the strikers, and they're now delivering. When they score, we win, and I think that's the key thing. Is that they begin to show signs that they're coming together as a partnership. It's not perfect by no stretches. I mean, that they know that, I know that. The system is not perfect yet, but what we're getting perfect results, and that's the most important thing. Coming off an 0-6, I think we've responded against all adversity with an incredible mentality, and I think they're growing in confidence, they're growing in belief, and I'm really pleased.
Thank you. We'll begin with questions now. First, Michelle Kaufman, then Franco, then Jaime.
Congratulations, Phil.
Thanks, Michelle.
Can you talk about David Ruiz and just what he's done? I mean, he basically signed a couple weeks ago, and he's now getting a goal and the assist that he had, and obviously also
penalty
the
last
emotional
week. He won the penalty last week.
Yes.
I mean, you think about. I said before the game, I turned to Javi and Jason and Darren, and I said, if it's amazing how football works. With the injuries to Gregory and Motta, he probably would still be an MLS2 contract. Because he was down the pecking order, but we always believed in him. I think he's obviously he was fast tracked because of the need, and I think in the 4 games maybe he's played, he's been really sensational, and kid that plays without fear. He's still raw, rough around the edges, and but I think it's infectious what he brings, and him and Dixon. That stability in front of the back five, I think, has been absolutely vital. And I think when you think about the investment that we've had in the forwards, I think the biggest investment that this club has had is in the academy. And I think we have some incredible kids coming through. I'm so excited. David, Benha, Noah gets on tonight. He's back from his injury. And Frey, Schneider, Harvey. I mean, these kids are going to play. And they deserve to play, and they're holding their own, and they're performing, and I think it's exciting for the whole club, and that's why we invest. We want to produce our own players. We want to give opportunities to young players, and what you find with young people is that they never ever let you down. In any walk of life, they never let you down because they have no fear. If they have the right attitude and the right characters, and I think these guys have, then they'll always do your best. And I said that it's not perfect what I'm seeing, but it's almost perfect what I'm seeing with these kids because they're giving everything and more for us, and they're all loving it. They're all coming in together. I was fortunate. I came into a dressing room with 5-6 of my mates, and that's what we've got in there. We've got 5-6 young kids in that dressing room that are taking over because of their energy and stuff. So I'm pleased, and David's done really well.
We'll go to Franco, then Jaime.
Happy birthday, Franco.
Thank you, Phil. From a big win for you guys, from a collective standpoint, what have you found during this run? You talked about going back to basics, but from a functioning standpoint, maybe it's not the prettiest, but you guys are winning games now and finding ways to win games, and the strikers are now scoring on chances that are simple, whereas before they had simple chances and they weren't putting them away. What have you found in the functioning of the team by going back to basics and going with the 5-man back or the 3-center back?
I think last season what I found was that that working on character and spirit and togetherness, the boys that we recruited all had that in abundance last season. I felt that took us all the way to 6th position in the playoffs, and I didn't want to lose that, and I felt there was a period where I felt we were going away from that. There was new signings. We'd lost Gregory, we'd lost Motta, Campano wasn't with us. We'd lost 8 of the players that had played last season, so I felt early in the season we'd lost, even though we'd won the first 2 games, we'd lost what made us special. And I feel as if in the last 5 games we've got back what made us special, and the forming bonds and friendships now. And like I say, I want more. I want more control. But I think with the forwards that we've got, they're now beginning to ignite. They're now beginning to look fit. They're now beginning to look sharp. They're enjoying each other's company, and we're going from a foundation of real solidity. You know, the back 5. Kamal has made an incredible difference. Incredible difference. He gives the back 5 composure. And bearing in mind we didn't have Sergi tonight, I thought Ryan Saylor in the last 2 games has been brilliant. And you know, Chris McVeigh, I feel as if in the last 2 games has got back to his best form. And he knows he dipped early in the season, but I think he's getting back to his form. And it's really been really good. That togetherness, that spirit, that facing adversity and coming out of that adversity. I always feel as if in life when you suffer adversity, there's, you know, you see the true colours of a person or of a team. And I think coming out of this adverse 0-6 run, we developed a culture and a team that is far stronger than what we had last year.
Jaime, then Xavier.
Hi, Coach. I just want to ask you what do you feel about Joseph? Now he's scoring again, and how important it is for you guys that a former MVP is beginning to score goals with you guys and giving the opportunity to win games like today?
Well, we're really pleased with him. He shook my hand on the way off tonight, so I was really pleased, and we had a joke about that the other day. It was going to take time. We knew it was going to take time. Playing 2 forwards, I think there's not many. If you watch Champions League football or EPL football, there's probably no teams play with 2 centre forwards apart from Inter Milan the other night played with 2 centre forwards, and I think that will come back in. So we're going to have to get used to playing with 2 forwards, and Joseph's just getting stronger. His partnership with Leo's looking miles better now. He's looking stronger and fitter. Leo's got a big part to play in that, and it's a fact in this league that if you keep clean sheets and really defend well and have goal scorers that score, is really important. And I think 5 goals in 3 games, is it? Something like that for the and then Schneider 6 goals in 4 games. Our centre forwards beginning to score. Before that, our centre forwards hadn't scored a goal. That's why we lost the 0 and 6 in a way. So we're really pleased. Joseph's fitting in. He's enjoying himself, and I think he's a different character than what people expect, and we're enjoying having him around.
Xavier, then Andrea.
Good evening, Coach. It's 3 wins in a row against Columbus, Atlanta, and New England. 3 of the better teams in the conference. What does that say about this team under adverse conditions, about the character and spirit and the confidence of this team?
Yeah, look, I agree. We played the best team in the league today. Atlanta, for me, have got some top players, and Columbus will be there at the end of the season without a shadow of a doubt. So we've had to show real courage. You know, nobody expected us to go to Columbus and win. We were coming off the back of a 0 and 6. Everyone was written us off. If I'd have lost that game, I'd have been out of a job type storyline. We went there and won. We then came back here and we won against Atlanta, a top team. We've won tonight against the top team. So it shows the character of this football club. This football club is at its best when its backs against the wall. You know, you see it. You see it out there. You see it in the supporters. They rally. They get behind you. They don't lose faith. That's the beauty. That's why we have the best supporters, because when you need them the most, they're always there for you. And I think this club has got incredible spirit. We just now need to start producing on the pitch better than what we have and getting better and improving.
We'll do the last 2 questions, Andrea, and then Michelle.
Phil, I wanted to ask you about Ruiz again. What kind of conversations had you had with him after his red card today? He's leaving tomorrow to play with the national team. You also have Ascona, who is going to represent the Dominican Republic. But you also have Noah Allen, who came back today, and he stayed out of the World Cup. He's not going to a World Cup. How do you talk to those guys, and what do you tell them? Them being part of this team and then having that opportunity to play in a World Cup.
Yeah, well, I thought his red card was a ridiculous decision. A ridiculous decision. And I don't really want to go there, but you know, I think common sense. He was the one that got tackled. I know he grabbed the ball, but he's a young kid. So he's just been really good. You know, I think with David, less is more with a kid. He's he's a street type footballer, and you don't want to take that street type footballer away from him. So we stay away from too much information. It's really simple. When you put a young kid on the pitch, you've got to keep the information really simple. You're on this pitch to do X, Y, Z, maybe 3 points, and he's committed to it. There's more to his game than just hold him in midfield. I think we've seen over the last few games that he can play that 8 role and get forward. His energy is really good. He's got a long way to go in terms of his passing range, his technical ability, but he's come on, he's announced himself, and he looks like he's going to be a real big player for us. We're super proud that he's going to go and represent his country at the U20 World Cup. We'll suffer for that, but I think it's the right thing for the boy. He'll come back better with a greater awareness of what the level is out there. The U20 World Cup, I think, is the biggest shop window for the best young footballers, and he'll come back knowing full well what he has to do to improve. And that's why I think youth tournaments are vital for young kids to go, which means now we've got to fill that void that he's leaving with other players.
I am happy to hear you say that, especially after some notice in MLS.
Yeah, well, I think I look back at my own experiences. I hated going away from home, but it made me grow up. It made me learn different cultures, different languages, different environments. Some not, being away from your mum and dad sometimes is difficult, but it makes you grow up. It makes you be independent. It makes you take ownership of your own life. And I think for David, the main thing is representing a country that he loves, and you must never ever take that away from any player, and because it's the pinnacle. Is this the last question? Because my daughter is at prom, and I'm going to go and sit outside the bar that she's in, because I'm going to be like that possessive dad, and I need to go. and I think it finishes at 10:30, and whoever she comes out with is going to get bit to one side.
Oh my God.
That was the only thing I was worrying about tonight, to be fair.
Was
not Carlos Gil. Was the prom.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm not going to keep you long. 2 weeks ago, you guys were in 14th place, then 10th. You moved up from 10th to 5th with this win tonight. Yeah. Can you just talk about that? Where do you guys stand now coming into, a big week with 2 more games, but you're in 5th place now all of a sudden?
I think every team in the bottom 5 won. Charlotte, New York Red Bulls, Montreal. I think you lose a game, you can go back down to bottom. I might be wrong, but it looks like it's so tight. I think this is going to be the toughest league to win this year, this conference. I think everyone is beating each other. I think the difference between Toronto at this moment in time and New England, I think, is very little. And I think it's the team that has the most consistency, the team that can keep clean sheets, the team that has players that can be the difference. And at this moment in time, we're going through that run where we have got difference makers, but so has Montreal and Charlotte. Montreal have, since they've signed Bryce and Harry, they've not lost a game. So I think both us and Montreal were down the bottom, and now we're in probably 5th and 6th. So it can change so quickly. We're keeping our feet firmly on the ground. It's a long way to go. It's a marathon, and at the moment we are charging forward, and we're happy with it.
Thank you. Have fun at the prom.
joined by Inter Miami Academy product and Inter Miami goal scorer and the first ever player to get a goal and an assist in the same game in Inter Miami history. The first Academy product to score for the first team in history, David Ruiz. We'll start with Michelle Kaufman.
Congratulations. Can you talk us through your night? I mean, it was quite a night with the goal, the assist, and then the red card at the end. You know, can you just sort of talk us through all those 3 moments of the game?
Well, it was an unbelievable match. First goal, first assist, first red card. You know. No, yeah, it was an amazing experience. Gotta be grateful for all my teammates, coaching staff that supported me throughout this journey. The fans, my parents, friends, and yeah, I'm just very grateful that I got this amazing achievement, and yeah, ready to keep going.
Franco?
David, congratulations. First, how did it feel to score that goal and then the sensations to score your first MLS goal so early on against the top team in the conference? And then secondly, obviously, you're off to World Cup duty there with Honduras, but you're doing so in a good run of form with Inter Miami. What have you learned and grown from here in this stretch that you've got in games before you head off to international duty?
I've learned a lot with the team. They really gave me confidence and stuff. Yeah, same thing. I just appreciate everybody that's here and gave me the confidence and the coaching that gave me put me in the starting lineup, and yeah, just same thing. Just very grateful for everybody.
And the goal, the sensation of the goal.
Oh, that was unbelievable. Couldn't believe it. Just went to a corner, you know, saw my family, all the fans, and it was just an amazing experience, yeah.
Andrea?
Hola, David, felicidades por tu gol. Bueno, si puedes hablar ahora en español acerca de cómo anotaste, cómo asististe, también si puedes hablar de esa jugada con Joseph Martínez, cómo ganaste la pelota ahí en el área y después se la pasaste para que anotara. El mensaje que le pusiste a tu mamá antes de que empezara el partido, después anotaste, contame cómo te sentís con eso. Y finalmente, mañana viajas para el Mundial, una experiencia que le pregunté a tu técnico. Dice que te apoya al 100%, ¿cómo estás y qué sensaciones tenés con este avance que está teniendo tu carrera?
No, estoy muy agradecido, es un honor anotar con el club y dar mi primera asistencia, es algo que estamos luchando cada día para salir adelante y mantener una buena racha con el equipo. Sí, bueno, estamos muy contentos todo el club, todo el grupo técnico y sí. Sobre irme con Honduras, estamos todavía hablando con la federación y todo y bueno, sí, estoy preparado cuando me suelten en irme ya.
We're going to go to the back and then here at the front.
Buenas noches, Diego Suárez para La Bola Sport. Primero, felicitaciones por el triunfo y por tu gol. Ya a los 6 minutos empezaba el club a ganar para sellar este triunfo y dejar muy bien posicionado al club dentro de la conferencia. ¿Crees que esta seguidilla de triunfos es la mejor motivación para llegar al final de la temporada?
Bueno, sí. Lo mismo es de seguir luchando con el club y dar el todo cada día para mantener lo mismo, la buena racha. Sí, pretty much lo mismo.
Javier, no,
David, felicitaciones aquí al frente. Tú te creaste en esta comunidad, en Miami, y has visto a todos los jugadores y todos los talentos que hay. ¿Hay suficiente material allá afuera para que esta franquicia sea competitiva y se pueda alimentar de ese talento joven que hay?
Sí, bueno, hay muchos buenos clubes allá afuera que, claro, el Inter debería de chequear más jugadores fuera de nuestra base, pero sí, hay mucho fútbol fuera del club y, bueno, sí, ahorita lo mismo estamos enfocados en los jugadores que están adentro del club para seguir ayudándolos para subir al siguiente nivel.
Javier?
David, congratulations on a special night tonight. You're going to the U20 World Cup with Honduras. The experience that you've received in these games playing with Inter Miami, do you think that's going to help you to be a leader for Honduras in the World Cup?
Yeah, for sure. Just by playing with older players, you know, and them giving me the confidence and be able to like lead them, is like we have such a strong bond that is like we help each other and we lead each other. And yeah, I feel like that's something that leads us throughout the game, and yeah, it's very grateful and thankful for everybody here and the way that they receive me.
Franco.
Te voy a preguntar en español esta vez.
Sí.
Y gracias por ir de inglés a español.
Sí.
Pero Phil ahorita habló de cuando ha hablado contigo y los jugadores jóvenes en general, solamente da 3 puntos. Tácticamente, ¿qué te pide Phil en esa posición donde juegas en el medio campo? ¿Qué te pide él con la pelota, sin la pelota? ¿Qué te pide en esas charlas técnicas que tiene?
Bueno, en verdad solo me pide que sea muy competitivo y vaya con todo. Off the ball, siempre seguir ganar el segundo balón, algo que me piden mucho. Y siempre ser un soporte para todo el equipo. Ya, ser un buen apoyar al equipo. Ya. Sí, hacer la corrida así, en detrás, por dentro, y sí, algo que mucho me piden.
Michelle.
Debbie, I'm wondering, did you get the team ball after the game? Did you get the game ball? And like, did you sometimes, the players sign it and stuff like that? Did you get the game ball for the game today? And what do you plan to do where are you going to display that, or what are you going to do with it?
I mean, yeah, sadly I didn't get the ball. After the red card, I couldn't step the field. Yeah, but yeah, I'm just happy the team won, and I was, I'm happy that I contributed in the goals and everything, and yeah, even though.
Can I ask one final? What happened in your estimation? How did you see that red card? Phil said he thought it was ridiculous that you did grab the ball, but you're young and all that stuff. Did you think that was a warranted red card? What were your emotions in that moment? And if you could talk us through that decision you made to delay the game.
I mean, yeah, I didn't really mean to like delay the game or anything. I don't know. I really don't think it should have been another yellow card. I just picked up the ball, but everybody just like started pushing me, and they hit me in the face, and I just fell, like, obviously. But yeah, I didn't mean to delay the game. I think it wasn't a yellow card, a second yellow card. Obviously, it was too innocent. But I mean, it was the rest, and it's whatever they decide. And yeah, I'm just.
Did you feel like, oh no, maybe I've just cost them the game after all the good you did? How were you feeling emotionally?
Yeah, for sure. With a man down is hard. With a team that's like attacking us and we're like defending, holding our block. Yeah, with a man down it's hard to play the game. And yeah, I was just like, wow, like it may cause the game, And yeah, I mean, I'm just thankful for everybody that went in and made an impact, and they hold the score, and very grateful for that.
We'll do the last 2 questions, Andrea, and then Mauri on the call.
You got away with one before that, though. The yellow card before, they went to, I think they gave it to DeAndre, so like a few minutes before that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like they were saying, oh, who kicked the ball away, but I didn't kick the ball away, so I don't know what happened there.
David, Phil habló de tu química con Dixon Arroyo. ¿Podés contarnos cómo es tu relación con él desde que llegó? También es un jugador que acaba de llegar, pero parece que te compenetras bien, que se entienden en su estilo de juego. ¿Y qué nos puedes contar acerca de tu relación con él?
Bueno, yo y Dixon, primeramente que todos somos latinos, nos entendemos. Sí, bueno, tenemos casi el mismo estilo de juego y es alguien que tiene mucha experiencia y es un jugador que me ayuda mucho en tomar decisiones, en competir y todo eso. Sí, siento que nos complementamos bien. Tenemos, bueno, como dije, el mismo estilo de juego, de recuperar balones, conectar el pase y sí.
And we're going to do the last question. Mauri on the Zoom call. Go ahead, Mauri.
No, David, congratulations on your goal and on your appearance and everything that happened today. I just wanted to ask you how do you feel about being an inspiration for the rest of the academy kids here at Inter Miami?
I feel great, honestly. I don't know. All I could say is for all the young people, all the academy people, to keep working for their dream and to never give up. There's a lot of future in the academy teams, and I know they'll make it far.
Thank you, David, and thank you, everyone. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you.